So today we'll start in a tall seat. So if you have your blanket, place that blanket under your sit bones so that your pelvis is tilted forward slightly. So sit at the edge of the blanket with just the sit bones on the blanket and your knees are falling down onto the mat. Sit up tall, suck in your belly button and reach up through the crown of your head. Maybe you can rest your palms on your thighs, or you can bring your palms to your heart center. Gently tuck your chin in so that the back of your neck is elongated as well. Remember, that's part of your spine as well. Drop your shoulders down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Now maybe gently close your eyes, breathing in and out through your nose. Deep, smooth inhales and long exhales. 5 more like this. Arrive on the mat. Notice your sit bones rooting into the mat and the crown of your head reaching up with your eyes closed. Feel the elongation in your spine. Arrive on your mat, leaving your weekend behind, leaving your day behind. Two more breaths. Gently open your eyes. Now bring your hands to either side, tenting your fingers down on the mat. Inhale, lift your head up, gaze up towards the ceiling, stretching into the front of your neck. Exhale, bow your head down, chin to chest. Breathe into the stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale, just your head moves, looking up to the ceiling, opening your throat. Exhale, chin to chest, bow down. Last time here. Inhale, open your throat up, gaze up towards the ceiling. Stay here, deep inhale. Exhale it out. One more breath. Exhale it out. Last inhale, reach your chin up even more to the ceiling. Exhale, round your chin to your chest. Stay here, breathe into the back of your neck. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. One more inhale. Exhale it out. And slowly come back to neutral. Plant your right hand on the mat. Reach up and over with your left hand diagonally over to the right side. Breathe into the left side of your body, all the way from your fingertips to your left hip. Try to keep both sit bones rooted into the mat. Breathe into the length that you feel in the left side of your body. You can keep your gaze facing front. You can look down, or maybe open your heart and look up towards the ceiling underneath your left armpit. On your next inhale, slowly come back up, plant your left hand down, reach up and over with your right hand, biceps by your ears, leaning over to the left. Breathe into the right side of your body, all the way from your right hip to your right fingertips. Feel the separation in your ribs, the elongation in your side body, creating length and height. As we grow older, our spine compresses. So we are trying to create that space and that lift in the side of the body. Inhale, slowly reach back up, reach both fingertips up and drop the fingers down. Twisting now, Left fingertips to your right, to the outside of your right knee, right fingertips behind you. Twist from the belly button. So you're moving from the belly button to face the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Sit up tall. Don't lean back. Breathe into the twist. 2 more breaths. With each inhale, sit up tall. With each exhale, twisting just a little bit more. And slowly come back up, reaching your fingertips up again, taking the twist to the opposite side, right fingertips to the outside of your left knee, left fingertips behind you, twist from the belly button and gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe. Remembering to sit up tall. And slowly come back to center. Your hands hold on to your knees. We're going to take a few cat cows with in a seated position. On the inhale, press your heart forward, gaze up to the ceiling, arching your back. Exhale, round your back, extend your elbows, chin to chest, and rock back slightly. Maybe your knees come up slightly. Inhale, arch your back, gaze up, chest presses forward, your shoulder blades squeeze in the back. Exhale, shoulder blades round to the front. You round your back, chin to chest. Pull your knees up using the strength of your arms. 2 more like this. Inhale, seated cow. Exhale, cat pose, rounding your back and rocking back onto the back side of your sit bones. Last time, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And slowly come back up. Your right fingertips come on the outside of your left knee again. You're going to take a twist to the left. Hold it here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, come back to the center and leave the right hand on the left knee and take a side bend with your arms crossed like that. Breathe again into the left side of your body. Now cross your left arm over your right arm and grab onto your right knee with your left fingertips and take a cat pose here, rounding your back on the exhale. And then on the inhale, eagle arms, go ahead and wrap your arms, back of the hands touch, or maybe you wrap it twice, your palms touch. Lift your elbows up to the level of your shoulders and press them out. Eagle arm is a great shoulder stretch, so we're going to hold it here and breathe into those shoulders, the separation in your shoulder blades at the back. If this is tough for you to take eagle arms, you can always grab on to opposite elbows. If not, your left elbow on top of the right elbow, you can just touch the back of your hands, or you can wrap your arms twice and touch the palms together as you press your elbows out and lift them up to the level of your shoulders. Breathe here. One more inhale, reach up. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold it forward with eagle arms. Release your arms, bring your elbows or your palms down to the mat and just fold, hinging at your hips. On your next inhale, you're going to come back up, uncross your legs and take boat pose. Your knees, feet come up off the mat. You can just keep grabbing the backs of your thighs, or you can reach your fingertips towards your toes, gaze at your toes. Hold it here in boat pose, Navasana. You're going to keep your chest lifted. You're not going to round your back, but keep your chest lifted as if somebody has a string pulling your heart up to the ceiling. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Squeeze your knees together and in towards you. Again, option to hold the backs of your thighs if you want. Hold it here and breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Great pose to strengthen your hip flexors and your core. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release. Plant your feet down, hug your knees and forehead to knees. Deep breath in here. And exhale it out. Coming back to the other side. So we are going to take the eagle arms on the other side. So I want you to cross your seated position like we did before, but cross your legs the unfamiliar way. So you'll know immediately because you would want to cross them a certain way. So you just want to flip them and cross them the other way. So this time we're going to bring our left hand to the outside of our right knee for the twist. One breath here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Reach your right fingertips over to the left. Side body stretch here with your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Breathe. Again, going for that length on the right side of your body. Now cross your right arm over your left arm and grab a hold of your left knee. Cat pose here. Round your back, chin to chest, rock back. Maybe your knees come up a little bit. And slowly come back up to seated, eagle arms on the other side. Your right arm is on top. Maybe you just grab a hold of your shoulders. Maybe this is the level you want to go today. Or maybe you can touch the backs of your hands or wrap twice and touch your palms together. Push your elbows forward and lift them up to the level of your shoulders. We'll also do a standing eagle pose for balance, that this is a seated eagle just to get that deep stretch in our shoulders. Breathe. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale, find your hip bones and hinge forward at your hips, folding all the way down with eagle arms. Release your arms. Maybe your palms come to the mat. Maybe your elbows come to the mat and just fold here. Breathe into your hips. Slowly come back up and cross your legs back to Navasana. Again, you can plant your feet down, grab the backs of your thighs and lift your legs up. Or maybe just go straight for it. Reach your fingertips forward. If you can straighten your legs, you can do that. Keep your gaze at your toes. Breathe here. Just 3 deep breaths this time. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Keep lifting your heart. Don't dump any weight in your lower back. And release. Cross your legs. Roll forward, tabletop. Remove the blanket out of the way. Spread your fingers wide like a starfish. Your index finger is pointing forward. Your knees are right underneath your hips. Let's take a few cat-cows and tabletop. On the inhale, drop your belly, arching your back and gazing up, squeezing your shoulder blades behind you like you did when you were seated. Exhale, round your back, dome your back. As you push the mat away, gaze at your belly button to spine and your tail tucked in like an angry cat. Inhale, drop your belly, soften your belly as you lift your tail up and gaze up, happy cow. Exhale, angry cat. Push the mat away as you round your back. Feel the stretch in your upper back now. Tuck your tail in. One more like this, feeling the undulation in your spine. Breathe into it, moving as slowly as you want to. You don't have to keep with my pace. Breathe into the spinal separation here. And come back to a neutral tabletop, setting up a really strong tabletop by pushing the mat away so that you have a slight rounding in your upper back. Suck in your belly button. Tuck your tail in slightly for that flat back so that I can balance a cup of coffee on your back. On your next inhale, lift your right hand up, follow your thumb with your gaze. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm underneath your left armpit, planting the back of the right hand on the mat, planting your right ear on the mat. And if you want, you can leave your left hand in front of your face or reach it forward or reach around for a half bind. So internally rotating that shoulder and reaching around for your right thigh. Breathe into it. 4 deep breaths. If your left hand is not in front of your face, plant it in front of your face. On your next inhale, reach your right hand all the way up, following the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, plant your hand back down. Other side now. On your next inhale, lift your left hand up, following the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, thread it underneath your right armpit, planting your left shoulder on the mat, back of the left hand on the mat. Any variation that you took on the other side with your arms, go for it. Either reaching your arm forward or taking that half bind, reaching around to grab a hold of your left thigh. Breathe. This pose is a twist as well as a shoulder stretch. Really great stretch here. Slowly plant your right hand back down if you have it away. Inhale, lift your left hand up, following the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, go ahead and plant it down. I'm going to take a slight variation again of cat pose, kind of like an experimental cat pose here. So bring your left knee to the center of the mat and take your right knee behind your left knee so that both legs squeeze together. The fronts of your legs, the thighs are squeezing together. Separate your feet out. So you are separating your feet out. Your thighs are squeezing into one another. So kind of like an eagle pose, but we are on our hands and knees. So we're going to shift back and forth now. So sitting back into kind of like a child's pose and slowly coming forward and lifting your heart up like a cow pose. Sit back, squeeze your thighs together. Maybe your left knee will come up a little bit, it's okay. Open your heart as you on your inhale. Exhale, sit back, kind of like a child's pose. Squeeze your thighs together. And slowly come up and open your heart, cow pose. Release. Let's do the other side. This time bring your right knee to the center of the mat. And go ahead and cross your left knee over your right knee. Squeezing your thighs together. Separate your feet so that they reach towards the corners of the mat. On your inhale, open your heart. Exhale, go ahead and sit back, kind of like in a child's pose. Your right knee might come up. It's okay. Inhale, open your heart up, coming forward. Exhale, sit back. Squeeze your thighs together. Last time, inhale, open your heart. Exhale, sit back. And slowly come back up, release. Bring your knees together, feet together, sit back on your heels. Traditional child's pose, Balasana, reaching your arms behind you, your palms face up, your forehead comes down to the mat, or maybe it comes on top of a block. This is also called seed pose because you look like a little seed. Bijasana or Balasana. Anytime, if you feel like you're losing your connection to your breath, come back to this pose, gather your breath, and return to your practice. Reach your arms forward. On the next inhale, slowly come forward. Drop your hips down. Press the tops of the feet down. Go ahead and come all the way down to your belly. On your next inhale, squeeze your elbows together, shoulders away from ears, peel your heart up, baby cobra. Exhale, sit back on your heels, child's pose. Inhale, slowly come forward, drop your hips down, open your heart up, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, sit back on your heels, child's pose. Inhale, slowly come forward, drop your hips down to the mat as you squeeze your elbows in and open your heart up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, sit your hips back, child's pose. Last time, this time you're going to come all the way up and drop to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Hold it here in cobra. Exhale, slowly release all the way down to the mat for Salabhasana, locust pose. Bring your arms by your side, palms face down. So palms are touching your mat. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Press your hips down. Get the feeling of rooting the hip bones down to the mat because that's what's going to be touching the mat. Everything else is going to be lifting up. So on your next inhale, peel your heart up, peel your thighs up off the mat and reach your fingertips towards your toes. Keep your neck neutral by gazing a little bit in front of you, Salabhasana, locust pose. Hold it here. Keep reaching your toes back. Keep reaching your fingers back. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. Your right ear comes on the mat. Pick your feet up and windshield wiping your legs from side to side. Release your lower back. Slowly come back to the center. Round 2 of locust pose. We'll do 3 rounds. So this is round 2. This time, interlace your fingers at the back. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your knuckles up off your bum. On your next inhale, press your hips down and peel everything up off the mat, resting on your hips, resting on your pelvis. Hold it here. Reach your knuckles back. Reach your toes back. Keep your neck neutral. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Left ear on the mat. Pick up your feet and windshield wiper your legs from side to side, releasing your lower back. Slowly come back to center, round 3, locust pose, or if you want to take Dhanurasana bow pose, you can go for it by grabbing a hold of your ankles and lifting up. If you're just going for locust pose, reach your arms forward and do Superman locust. If you're doing bow pose, grab a hold of your ankles or your feet, bring your knees together, squeeze them in. On your next inhale, peel everything up off the mat, reach your legs up, hold it here, breathe, keep peeling as much as you can off the mat, resting on your pelvis for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Your palms plant right underneath your shoulders. Shift back to child's pose. Just for a breath or two to release your lower back. Slowly come up to seated. Dhanurasana is an advanced pose, so it's okay if you didn't do that. Just stick with locust, and eventually you'll get to Dhanurasana. So come up to standing now. At the front of your mat, we're going to do 1 Surya Namaskara, just to kind of get the rhythm going. Surya Namaskaras are a great way to warm up the entire body and also to connect with our breath because we'll be doing 1 breath, 1 movement. So come up to the front of your mat, root your feet down, Tuck your tail in and sucking your belly button so that you're standing up tall. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Root down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, find your hip bones and send your hips back and fold all the way down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let your head and neck go. In forward fold, you don't want to hold your head and neck up. Inhale, half lift, slide your palms up your shins, reach the crown of the head forward, suck in your belly button, again reach the tail back, crown of the head forward, flat back so that I can balance a cup of tea on your back. Exhale, slide your hands down the backs of your legs and let your head and neck go, forward fold. One more time, inhale, half lift, slide your hands up your shins, reach the crown of the head forward, suck in your belly button. Exhale, fold forward, sliding your arms down the backs of your legs and letting your head and neck go. Last time, inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach the crown of the head forward. Send your tail back, suck in your belly button, long side body. Feel the length in your spine and your sides. On the exhale, bend your knees a lot so that you can plant your palms down and take it back to a high plank pose. Start off a push-up here. You're going to hold it here. Push the mat away so that you have a slight rounding in your upper back. Suck in your belly button and reach the tail to the back. Your shoulders and hips are at the same level. So you're not lifting your hips up or dropping it down, but keeping that engagement of pressing the quads up to the ceiling as well. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, your chest, and then your chin down to the mat, Ashtanga Pranam. This is your variation for Chaturanga Dandasana. Uncurl your toes, peel your heart up, send your elbows, squeeze your elbows by your side, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. On the exhale, send your hips back, tuck your toes in and lift your hips straight up, downward facing dog. Look up at your hands in downward facing dog. They're slightly wider than your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide, press the mat, and push the mat away to bring your chest closer to your thighs. Drop your head and neck. You don't want to hold your head and neck up, just like in Uttanasana. You want to release your head and neck. Gaze between your knees. Your feet are hip distance apart. You can keep a slight bend in your knees so that the focus is on elongating your spine and lifting your tail up. And eventually you can straighten your legs out. Let's go ahead and pedal our legs out. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel down to the mat, and then change sides. Bend the other knee, press the opposite heel down to the mat. Breathe into the backs of your legs, your calf muscle, your hamstrings, your glutes. Notice what feels tight. My calves feel tight today. Moving slowly with your breath. And then find your stillness in your downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is a great full body stretch. It also becomes your resting pose eventually, just like child's pose. So find your breath here. Come back here to find your breath. Keep pushing the mat away. Your heels reach towards the mat. They may or may not touch. You can always keep a slight bend in your knee to lift your tail up. Breathe here. On your next inhale, come up high onto your toes, lifting your heels up, look forward, and step or walk between your hands. You can step one step at a time between your hands or just like one fell swoop. On the next inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, and let your head and neck go. Inhale, reach all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, palms come to heart center, Samastitihi, and down by your side, mountain pose. One more time, Surya Namaskara A. This time we'll do one breath, one movement. Inhale, take your hands up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana, let your head and neck go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back to a high plank, hold it here. Deep breath in. Exhale, Ashtanga Pranam, drop your knees, your chest, your chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana, tops of the feet come down, peel your heart up, elbows squeeze in. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips back and up, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths in downward facing dog. That was Surya Namaskara A. Kind of like a rhythmic sequence that's done at the beginning of the practice 4 or 5 times to get the blood flowing and stretch every part of the body. On your next inhale, bend your knees a lot, look up to the front and step or walk between your hands. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, Samasthiti, palms to the heart center. And down by your side, one more time, Surya Namaskara A, one breath, one movement. Inhale, take your hands up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, take it back to high plank. Hold it here for the inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, your chest, your chin, Ashtanga Pranam. Inhale, Bhujangasana, tops of the feet comes down, and then you peel your heart up. Exhale, shift back, send your hips up, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Keep pressing the mat away. Keep lifting your tail up, suck your belly button in, and reach the heels down. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. On your next inhale, look up between your hands and just step your left foot between your hands. Stepping your left foot between your hands, you're going to spin the right foot 90 degrees and slowly come up for Trikonasana. So your left toes are facing the front edge of the mat. Your right toes, the outside edge of the foot is parallel to the outside edge of the mat. You're pressing the outside edge of the foot into the mat. Trikonasana, stand up tall, suck in your belly button, drop your tail in. So you're not leaning forward or leaning back, but just standing up tall here. Reach your arms out as a T first. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Reach your left fingers forward. Reach, reach, reach. Don't round your back. Keep reaching like you're in a single plane, press between 2 panes of glass. When you cannot reach anymore without rounding your back, you drop your fingertips where they land. Spin your heart open and take your right hand up. Sorry, you are reaching your left fingertips forward and then reaching your right hand up. Gaze at your right thumb, or maybe you gaze down at your left big toe. Breathe here. Trikonasana, triangle pose. On your next inhale, press down with both feet and use your core to come all the way up to standing. Turn your left toes to face the front edge of the mat. Right toes face the back of the mat. So left edge of the left foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And your right toes are pointing to the back end of your mat. So there's a heel to arch alignment here. Take your arms wide first, suck in your belly button and drop your tail. Left hand comes to your left hip. Reach your right fingertips forward now. Reach, reach, reach. Like you're in a single pane of glass, single pane, press between 2 panes of glass without rounding your back. And when you reach far enough and you cannot go any further, then you drop your fingertips down, spin your heart open, take your left hand up, gaze at your left thumb. And if this bothers your neck, you can gaze down at your right big toe. Hold it here and breathe. On your next inhale, press your feet down and use your core to come up to standing all the way. Turn all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat now. So all 10 toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Your toes are in, heels are out slightly so that the edges of both feet are parallel to the edges of the short edges of the mat. For standing forward fold, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana, your hands come to your hips first Inhale, peel your heart, lift up, look up. Exhale, send your hips back and fold all the way down. Bring your fingertips down to the mat and maybe adjust your feet. Maybe they go a little bit wider, a little bit shorter. On your next inhale, reach the crown of the head forward like we did in Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. Let your head and neck go like you're in Uttanasana. Breathe into the backs of your legs. Great hamstring stretch here. Great stretch for your adductors, the inside, the groins. Breathe. If your hands don't reach the mat, you can always use blocks underneath your hands. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. So bring your blocks if you need to and plant your hands on the block. And your next inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine to the front one more time. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. On your next inhale, press both feet down. Use your core to come all the way up to standing slowly. And exhale here. One more version of Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide-legged forward fold. Interlace your hands behind you like we did in locust pose. Press your palms together and send your knuckles away from your back. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, send your hips back, hinging from your hips. So kind of like mentally take a note of where your hip bones are. Send your hips back and hinge at your hips to fold all the way down. Let your knuckles fall overhead. Breathe here. Breathe into the backs of your legs. Keep pressing your feet down into the mat. All that strength in your legs comes from pressing down into the mat, using your core. On your next inhale, again, use the strength of your legs and your core to come all the way up to standing. Exhale here. Slowly step to the front of the mat for a balancing pose, eagle pose. I'm going to turn and face you guys for eagle pose. Or maybe I'll just stay here. Feet are hip distance apart, or maybe big toes touch, heels slightly apart. On your next inhale, send your hips back and sit down into your chair. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your thighs together. Lift your heart up. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, one more time, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift your heart up, send your hips back. Tuck your tail in, suck in your belly button. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. This time we're going to hold and go straight into an eagle pose. Take your arms out as a T, right arm under your left arm. You can either grab a hold of opposite shoulders or wrap your arms once or wrap them twice, just like we did at the beginning. Send your elbows forward, lift your elbows up, right leg over your left leg. You can just use your right toes as a kickstand or wrap it once or wrap it twice. Send your hips back, sit down, hold it here for 5 deep breaths. Use your drishti, your gaze on either side of your beak. Release your arms on your next inhale. Right knee comes all the way up. Hold it here for a deep inhale. Exhale, release gently. Shake it out. Other side now. On your next inhale, chair pose, sit your hips back. Lift your heart up, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, send your hips back. Lift your heart up. Exhale, lift your sit bones up. Fold it forward, Uttanasana. Last time, Utkatasana, sit down into your chair. Lift your heart up. Take your arms out as a T. This time, left arm under your right arm. Either grabbing a hold of opposite shoulders or wrapping your arms once or twice. Send your elbows out. Lift your elbows up. Left leg over your right leg, either using your left toes as a kickstand or wrapping it once or wrapping it twice. Breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Any kind of balancing pose is also a core strengthening pose. It's okay to wobble because that's your core stabilizing. Release your arms, bring your left knee up, hold it for a second. You don't want to just release out of the pose and plonk it down, and then release slowly. Shake it out. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Toes out, heels in. We're going to squat down slowly into Malasana. And if you want, go for that baby crow. Reach your arms forward, send your hips back, and sit down, squat down. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down a little bit more. Your shins are perpendicular, your thighs are parallel to the mat. It's probably burning. We're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower all the way down to Malasana Yogi Squat. Sending your elbows inside your knees, press your knees out, and then squeeze your knees back into your elbows. So it's like a spring action. Drop your tail down and reach the crown of the head up so that you're not rounding your back, but sitting up tall. And if this is tough for you to sit like this, use a block underneath your bum and sit on the block, but still keeping all that engagement in your core and the elbows pressing into your knees. Breathe here. Breathe in Malasana. Breathe into the groin area and the opening there. We're going to take a twist now in Malasana and a bind if you want. Reaching your right hand diagonally across, planting it on the mat or outside the mat. Reach your left hand up, gazing at your left thumb. So opening up in Malasana, keep your knees pressed out. Don't let them collapse in. Now you can either stay here or you can take a half bind by internally rotating the left arm, reaching around just like we did in that shoulder stretch and grabbing a hold of your right thigh. And if you want, you can take a full bind by reaching around and clasping a hold of both fingers. Keep your heart spinning to the left. Hold it here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, come back to Malasana, shake it out. Twisting to the other side now. Reach your left hand diagonally across and plant it on the mat. Reach your right arm up, gaze at your right thumb. Breathe here. Just keep your knees opening. They don't let the right knee collapse, but keep it open. And you can just stay here or take that half bind by reaching around and grabbing a hold of your left thigh, internally rotating your shoulder. And if you want a full bind, you'll wrap your left arm around and grab a hold of both fingertips. Keep spinning your chest open to the right and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Come down onto your bum, extend your legs out. Go ahead and remove the junk away from your sit bones for Paschimottanasana. So you can use a strap here, or just you can grab a hold of whatever you can reach. So seated forward fold, first sitting up tall, suck in your belly button, and make sure your sit bones are planted on the mat. If your back is rounding, sit on a blanket so that you can tilt your pelvis forward and create that length in your spine. Go ahead and start walking your fingertips forward with a straight back. Walk, walk, walk. On your next inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, walk a little bit more. Grab a hold of your shin, your ankle, or maybe your big toes. Inhale one more time. Elongate your spine, lift up, look up, reach the crown of the head to the front of the mat. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it down. Breathe into the backs of your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep a hold of your leg, either your shin, your ankle, or your toes. On your next inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine one more time. Exhale here, and then release. Purvottanasana, the opposing pose. We're going to take a reverse tabletop. If you have reverse plank in your practice, you can go for it. Plant your hands behind you, a few, like maybe a few inches behind you. Your fingertips are facing your bum. They're not facing away from you. Now you're going to plant your feet down. You're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So press your hands down, press your feet down, lift your hips straight up so that your torso is parallel to the mat, and drop your head back to gaze at the ceiling. Keep pressing the palms down. Keep lifting your hips up. Keep pressing your feet down, and breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly drop your bum down. Extend your legs out. Paschimottanasana, round 2. Again, removing all the junk from your sit bones if you want to, if you have it. You're going to sit up tall first. Reach the crown of the head forward. Walk your fingertips forward. Walk, walk, walk. Grab a hold of your shin, your ankle, your big toes, or the outsides of your feet. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Suck in the belly button to create the space for you to fold. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep a hold of your leg wherever it is. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here. And then release. Purvottanasana, round 2, planting your hands behind you. Your fingertips are facing your hips. They're not facing away from you. You can take reverse plank or reverse tabletop. If you're taking reverse tabletop, plant your feet down and come up. If you're taking reverse plank, you're going to point your toes, extend your legs. On your next inhale, press your hips up, press your feet down into the mat. So that's why we point our toes. Drop your head back. Keep looking up at the ceiling. Go for reverse tabletop if this is not for you today. Hold it here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release all the way down. Extend your legs out and slowly come onto your backs. Extend your left leg out. Keep that left foot active by flexing the toes and pointing them to your face, and bring your right knee in. Maybe you can use your hands to bring your right knee into your chest. And then I want you to keep the knee there without the help of your hands. You're going to keep squeezing at your hip hinge, your knee into your chest as you release your arms out as a T. Just your legs here, no use of the arms. So squeeze your knee into your chest. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, send the knee over to the left side for a supine twist without using your arms. You can take your gaze to the right. Hold it here and breathe. See if you can kick that leg out now. Without using your arms, kick that leg out. Slowly come back up, bend your knee, bring that knee back into your chest, extend the right leg out. Let's do the same on the left side, maybe using your hands at first to bring your knee to your chest. And then you're going to squeeze your knee into your chest without using your arms. Extend your arms out as a T. Hold it here, take a deep breath in, and exhale it out. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, send your left knee over to the right as a supine twist. Maybe taking your gaze over to the left. Breathe here. If you want, you can extend that leg out. Kick that leg out. Keep that leg active. Press the toes towards your face. Slowly bend the knee. Come back to center. And hug both knees into your chest. We are going to do that one more time. Grab a hold of your kneecaps. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, pull the knees in towards you. Keep your tailbone down. Don't let your tailbone lift. Inhale, press the knees away from you, Apanasana. Exhale, bring the knees in towards you. Inhale, press the knees away from you. Exhale, bring the knees in towards you. Exhale, press the knees away from, inhale, press the knees away from you. Exhale, bring the knees in, squeeze them in towards you. Last time, inhale, press the knees away from you. Drop your feet down to the mat. Bring your block if you have it. You're going to take bridge pose, just one round of bridge pose. So feet plank down on the mat, grazing the backs of your heels with your longest finger. Feet are hip distance apart. Bring the block in, squeeze it between your thighs. On your next inhale, press your feet down, press your palms down and lift your hips straight up, shifting your weight to your shoulders. There's one straight line from your hips, from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Keep pressing your hips up. If you want, you can interlace your hands underneath you by rolling one shoulder under than the other and clasping your hands down. Press your knuckles down to press your hips up even more and breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Keep squeezing the block in. One more inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, release your shoulders and lower down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the mat. Take the block, put it away. One more time, extend your left leg out, keep that left foot active. Hug your right knee into your chest. I'm going to do a few abdominal crunches before taking that supine twist. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, curl your forehead to your knee. Press your lower back down, abdominal crunch here. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down, release the head onto the mat. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down, reach your arms out as a T, keep the knees squeezed in. On the exhale, take that knee over to the left for a supine twist. Stacking your right hip on top of your left hip and gazing to your right. If you want, you can kick that leg out. Stay here and breathe into your supine twist. Slowly bring that right knee, bend the right knee, bring the right knee into your chest. Extend the right knee out. Keep it active, which means you're pressing your heel out, flexing your toes to your face. Bring the left knee in and hug it into your chest. Give it a tight squeeze. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, crunch it in, forehead to knee. Press your lower back into the mat. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Reach your arms out as a T. Exhale, left knee over to the right, supine twist. Stacking your left hip over your right hip. Gaze to the left. If this bothers your neck, you can Always take your gaze straight up to the ceiling, but still keep both your shoulder blades on the mat. If you want, you can kick that leg out, hold it here, breathe into your supine twist. Slowly bend the left knee and bring the left knee back up. And hug both knees into your chest. Give them a tight squeeze. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hug those knees in tight. Exhale, curl up into a tight ball. Forehead to knees. Curl your tailbone up. Squeeze in here. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release Shavasana. Drop your feet down. Take up space. Extend your legs out. Drop your ankles open. Release your shoulders. See if you have the shoulder blades pinched. Take your arms wide, palms face up. Or if it feels more natural for you, you can take your arms up above your head. Either way, allowing your shoulders to relax down. Now start softening everything down into the mat, releasing to gravity. Let go of any control you have over your breath. Let go of any control you have over your body. And just stay here and observe. Observe the weight of your hips. Observe the weight of your shoulders. Soften your face, your forehead, your jaw, the space between your eyebrows. Soften your eyes, close your eyelids down. Few breaths in Shavasana in silence, just to assimilate the benefits of your practice into your body.